3 years later. So he's 19 now, actually. He's not 18, he's 19. My mistakes.
I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up!
Leave me alone. I'm trying to get some sleep.
No! You've got to get up, right now! If my father's men catch you here, I don't know what will happen.
What do you mean, catch me here? Why would they be looking for me? I haven't done anything. Yeah. I'm a loyalty inspector, for God's sake. I'm on their side. At least I think I am. Don't tell them that I just kind of slack off and don't really do anything and just say everyone's loyal, but hey.
This isn't about some stupid prank. Your dad left the vault somehow, and now my father's gone crazy. Jonas is dead! So
Jonas is
you better
dead?
Listen to me and get moving if you don't want to end up like him.
Okay, I'm listening now. What's happened to Jonas?
I'm sorry, he's dead. They beat him, they just wouldn't stop, and my father ordered them to do it. I snuck out to warn you as soon as they were gone.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Jonas was his friend. Tell me who killed Jonas. They won't get away with this.
I don't know! Some of my father's men? Look, that doesn't matter right now. You need to worry about
it kind of
getting out
does,
alive.
because they're
Revenge will
murderers.
have to wait.
It kind of matters to me. They murdered my friend. My dad can't have left the doors sealed shut. I've heard enough. I'm going to make them pay. Fine. Escape first, payback later. Yeah.
Good. You're finally talking sense. My God, this is all so crazy. I can't believe your dad didn't tell you he was leaving.
No, I had no idea he was planning to leave. Of course he did.
Oh, I'm
no.
sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it
Well, yeah,
doesn't
he's
matter.
dead now.
I can help you escape. I have my own plan.
Escape the vault. Not another one of your plans.
I don't have time to explain everything.
'Cause they're
You're just
friends.
gonna have to trust me this time. Listen,
All right.
There's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into
Okay.
his office. That's how I always get in.
Nice. Sounds like a plan. Let's get out of here.
Oh, one more thing. I stole my father's pistol. I hope you won't need it, but you'd better take it just in case.
No, you keep it. You might need it more than I do. I've got that bat over there, and I've got my well, the BB gun isn't going to do much unless I hit somebody in the eye or something, but I have a bat, and I'm pretty sure that I can take care of myself better than you can. So no,
Well,
you keep it.
okay. I guess it may come in handy if I run into any rab roaches. Alright, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck.
Alrighty.
I'll meet you at the vault door.
BB gun.
But don't wait for...
Bobblehead. Mr. Patches. What else is there? Dresser. Grignac the Barbarian. Pre-war. Yep. Okay. Medicine. First aid. Stim packs. And morphine. Morphine. Ignores crippled limbs. Okay. Okay. Oh, better pull out a weapon here. We're gonna go with baseball bat. I got your back, Kendall.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or later.
What do you mean? No, fine. You want to fight? We'll fight. He is really not built for melee combat. Oh, this is kind of embarrassing. Okay, I should warn you, I'm not the best at this game. I'm not the best at this game. I'm really not. We'll try that again. Mr. Patches. Take it all. Take it. Take it all. I'm gonna go with, where's Grigneck? You tried reading the book, but it found it confusing and boring. 35 skill. Okay, great. Weapons. Baseball bat. Let's try this again.
There he is. Hold it right there.
Take that. And that.
Gotcha now.
And
There's more
that.
where that came from. Oh.
That's right. Even the roaches help me. Okay. Take all your stuff. Oh, wrong button. Ah, take all that. Take the rat roach meat as well. You never know, right? Could always be useful at some point. Now let's put on the security armor. It's not too bad. Yeah. And we're going to put on the helmet as well, just so that we can have a bit more safety. Yeah. Be a bit tougher.
You gotta help me! My mom's trapped in there with the rat roaches!
I'm also running Fallout Wanderers Edition, which heightens the damage, the global damage, which is why I was able to die so easy a few seconds ago. Butch asking me for help. If only you knew what irony meant.
Yeah, I'm asking you. So what? Look, I'm sorry for the way I've always treated you. You know I never meant any of it, right? But it's my mom.
I'm pretty sure
you
you
can't leave her in
did
there
mean
with
it.
the rat roaches.
Alright. Fine, you're right. Your mom's never done anything to me.
Sure, I don't care why. Just get her out of there.
Fine. I'm coming. Oh, stop your whining. You really couldn't do this for yourself? I mean... You really couldn't do this for yourself.
We did it! My mom's gonna be okay! You're the best friend I've ever had, man! Hey, I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my Tunnel Snake's jacket. Go ahead, take it.
Well, thanks. I don't mind that. That's pretty nice of you. I'll take the jacket. What have we got here? Let's see what it looks like. Tunnel Snake's outfit. Doesn't really look good with the helmet, but I like the jacket. You know, it fits with him having a baseball bat as his weapon, and it's what does it give you? It gives you, well, the security armor gives you damage resistance of 9. This gives you damage resistance of 9 and +5 melee, which I need right now. So that's what we're going with. Die, roaches, die. Die. Oof. I had my birthday here. You know, like, this was my birthday party at one point. This place is having a bad day. Grandma Taylor. Oh. Thanks for your clothes, Grandma. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm not running nudity mods. I'm just not. I mean, yeah, whatever. You can say it's supposed to be more immersive or whatever. But this is YouTube, and I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't know what the rules are for it. And honestly, it doesn't make a difference to me. So, no nudity. It's a nudity mod-free playthrough. You want some too? You want some too, Officer Gomez? Holy shit! Sorry.
I think I got something on my shoe.
What was that? What did you do? You think you got something on your shoe? I think I got fire on my body.
Oh, you're lucky it was me who found you. The others won't be so forgiving. I don't know what you're up to, and I don't want to know. Just clear out of here, and I'll pretend I never saw you.
Thanks, Gomez. I always liked you. I'll pretend you don't work for a homicidal maniac.
Don't think I don't know it. Why do you think I'm letting you go? I guess you're trying to follow your dad. Outside. Good gravy.
At
If
this
I
point,
didn't know
that
what
seems
the
to be the
overseer
plan.
would do if he caught you, I'd never tell you to try for it, but it's your only shot. And you take care, and I hope you find your daddy.
You're a good guy, Gomez. You really are. You're a good guy, Officer Gomez. You're not bad.
It's our only chance. Don't you see? We're getting out of here, just like the doctor. I'm not gonna let anyone stop us.
That sounded a lot like Butch.
Tom Holt.
Oh, oh, oh dear. Take that and that and this and that. Take all this. We can do it, Tom. We did it. What?
The overseer won't tolerate this kind of behavior.
What? I thought I killed him too. Huh. I guess not. Oh, well, I got pistols now. Suitcase full of pistols and money. That's from Left 4 Dead 2, Part 2. Poor Tom Holden. But I'm still gonna take his stuff. And poor Mary Holden. Hey, but I'm still gonna take her stuff too. I mean, yeah, I feel sorry for him and all that, but I'm still taking their stuff. What is there around here? Anything I can use? Scrap metal, turpentine, a plunger. I'm just taking everything. If I get over encumbered, then I can get rid of some of this stuff. But at this point, I'm taking everything.
They're saying Dad left the vault. Is it true?
Yeah. Are you
Door?
stuck?
Can't you break the glass or something?
Let me try. It's cracking.
Hang on, I've got an idea.
I'm still gonna keep beating this
If I
door
just-
in the hopes that I open
Come
it.
on.
Ah.
There.
You're a clever little woman,
All right,
aren't you?
Let's go.
All right, Amanda. Before we do, I'm gonna come in here and take this stuff. I'm in survival mode, blind looting. What? Who are you going to fight? No, stay here.
What do you need?
Stay here. Let me have a look at your
Sure
stuff.
thing.
What do you got? Okay. How many rounds do I have? I don't have that many rounds, and I'm probably a better shot than you are. So you can take that, and you can take security armor and a security helmet. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Alrighty. Come on.
Let's go.
Stay. Oh.
That was close.
Slow down.
Oh. Let's take him. Let's go, sis. Show him how we do it.
Oh shit, that was messy.
Yeah. Good work. High five.
Heads up.
Rat roach.
Heads up.
Okay. Let's try and be sneaky here. Weapons. I'm gonna pull out my pistol. Because I'm better with it than I am with excuse me. Than I am with a
had to go and leave, didn't he? He had to mess things up for everybody.
I don't like you. I don't like you.
Guard!
Comments about how he's better with a pistol and then misses a rat roach. You know what? We're gonna hotkey this weapon already. Hotkey. Hotkey. There we go.
Heads up.
Alright, let's try and stay sneaky here.
Reasonable enough. Officer Mack
Uh-oh.
may enjoy this, but I don't. Just tell us where to find
Quiet.
your friend so we can talk to him.
We got the jump on him.
I was
We
worried about
could.
him. does he have to
If
do
this
with
goes
all
bad,
this
we can
anyway?
pop in through there.
Probably nothing.
If
Which
not,
is
let's
why
just
you need
sneak
to
right
call
on
me
by.
on this,
Okay?
So I can talk to him.
Watch out, sir. She's got a gun. I'm up.
Darn right she isn't gonna give her that gun.
Just get away from me. I don't want to shoot you, but I will.
This
I
is
swear
turning
I will.
out pretty decent.
Dare you
It
threaten
is gonna turn out pretty
me
well.
with my
I
own
think.
gun? I'm your father. Damn you! Show me some respect. Officer Mac, don't just stand there.
Make me take that gun away from you, girlie. Just hand it over. Nice and easy now.
Get away from me.
Whoa!
Oh my God, Amata!
Little
What have you
gunslinger.
done?
That was quite a few shots. I think she almost emptied the clip into him. Alright, buddy.
I hope you're here to turn yourself in, young man. You're already in enough trouble as it is. Don't make it worse for yourself.
Yeah, fat chance of that happening. Just give me the keys to your office and your password, and I'll be going. Yeah.
Oh, is that all? Is there anything else I can get you while you're here? You'll get nothing from me. I'll die before I see the safety of the vault compromised again.
You know, you had Jonas killed. Don't push me. That's not entirely a bad outcome for me. Right, you will die if you don't give me that password.
I've dealt with your kind before, you little snot-nosed punk. You should have run like your coward of a father.
Like my coward of a father, huh? Oh, alright, fine. Do you want some of this? I'm gonna make this slow so I can enjoy it.
Down.
Die. Stimpaks. And this and this and this and this. Alrighty. Desk with pre-war money. More pre-war money. Desk terminal. Lock cell door. Oh, that doesn't really matter. Locker. Ibuprofen. 5 damage resistance. Damage resistance. Okay, taking it all. Can't repair anything, but I have
Everything
you.
okay?
All right, Amanda. You're still pretty angry about that. Not that I can blame you, but what do you care?
Have a look.
You can take half of the police batons. Yeah, and then you can also take half of the security armors. And you can take half of the helmets. So we're splitting the load. Perfect.
Let's go.
All right, come on, let's go.
My God,
Hey.
what have you done? You killed him. Why would you kill my father?
He actually tried to kill me. Just
Get
saying.
away from me. I can't talk to you right now.
Did you forget that you killed this guy? You killed Officer Mac. That wasn't me.
Get away from me. I can't talk to you right now.
Fine. Throw your little... Fine, well... I can't really... I mean, her dad is... I did kill her dad. And you know, I didn't start it. I didn't start the fight, but it was a fight that I was involved in, and it did end in her dad's death. So, yeah. I can see how she'd be upset. Stimpack, note from dad, eyeglasses, vault lab uniform. Okay. Let's hear what dad has to say. Data, notes, note from
Hold
dad.
on, Jonas. I need to record this first. I don't really know how to tell you this. I hope you'll understand, but I know you might be angry. I thought about it for a long time, but in the end, I decided it was best for you not to know. So many things could have gone wrong, and there's really no telling how the Overseer will react when he finds out. It's best if he can blame everything on me. Obviously, you already know that I'm gone. It was something I needed to do. You're an adult now. You're ready to be on your own. Maybe someday things will change and we can see each other again. I can't tell you why I left or where I'm going.
Jackpot.
God knows life in the vault isn't perfect, but at least you'll be safe. Just knowing that will be enough to keep you going.
Stimbacks.
Don't mean to rush you,
Actually.
Doc, but I'd feel better if we got this over with.
Okay, go ahead.
Poor
Goodbye.
Jonas.
I love you.
I've actually got quite a few rounds. Not bad. I might have to split with her when we get out of here. Activate. Yeah. Okay. View security dossiers. Tunnel snakes. If Butch and his leather-clad delinquents accost Amato one more time, they'll have more to deal with than their acrobatic teacher. Their services have come in handy upon an occasion, I must admit, but they're starting to become unruly. If dogs become feral, they must be put down. I'll have to remind Butch of that upon our next meeting. So he's using him as kind of like a secret muscle. You know, secret go beat him up squad, you know. Not bad. Just what Vault 101 needs, an absent-minded, sexually repressed sycophant. Beatrice has served Vault 101 admirably for years, but her mind is growing feeble. I'll have to speak with our good doctor about some kind of long-term pharmaceutical solution. We may at least be able to keep her comfortable and quiet until she passes on. Nice. So he wants to drug her into a stupor so that she can't do anything that he doesn't like. I've never should have assigned Jonas as James's assistant. He was always too idealistic for his own good. Now he spends every waking minute with the good doctor, who gleefully fills his ears with even more idealistic nonsense. I've considered reassigning him, but the truth is Jonas is a fine medic in his own right, and hiding him down in maintenance would be a terrible waste of resources. It didn't stop you from killing him, though. Amata. Every time I try to get Amata to open up, she pushes me further and further away. Since she was a child, I've tried to instill in her those virtues that have made this vault what it is today: loyalty, honesty, commitment, hard work. She does try, and with a lot of guidance has grown into a fine young woman. That makes it all the sadder that she continues to alienate me. She looks at me and sees the overseer, not the father that has cared for her alone. Alone? Since she was an infant. Huh. Well, that's kind of... Few scouting reports. 2241-0210. As our test suggested, the immediate vicinity of the vault is no longer dangerously irradiated, although the background radiation is still well above safe levels. Pockets of more intense radiation appear to still be common, and all surface water seems to be undrinkable. We will need to carry ample supplies of Rad-X with us on all future surveys, but hazard suits do not seem to be necessary for general exploration. Our old maps are largely useless. The town of Springvale is an abandoned ruin, and all pre-war roads have disappeared or are no longer passable. We encountered a group of monstrous ants which appeared to confirm Mackey's theories of mutation due to extended exposure to radiation. We drove off the ants with gunfire and collected several specimens for study upon return to the vault. The good news is that human civilization survives, despite everything. We discovered a settlement known as Megaton, Exhibit B, whose inhabitants, although somewhat wary at first, soon welcomed us into their town. We spent a good deal of time in Megaton and learned a great deal about the Capital Wasteland, as the area around Washington, D.C. is now called for them. Megaton is a fortified outpost of civilization of sorts. It seems that giant ants are the least of the dangers in this new world. We agreed that it was prudent to return to the vault immediately and revise our survey plans in light of what we had learned. Lewis and Agnes remained in Megaton to serve as ambassadors and continued to collect information until we returned. And Palmer. Old Lady Palmer! That's what she was talking about. So Dad's been outside of the vault too, hasn't he, before? Nice. Okay, yeah. And Megaton. Okay. You sneaky devils. Vault take instructions. Letter from Dr. Stanislaus Brown. Letter from Dr. Stanislaus Brown. If you are reading this, emergency vault interment procedures have been initiated and you and your control group have been sealed in your vault. Congratulations, you are now a vital part of the most ambitious project ever undertaken by Vault-Tec. If you have not yet read your sealed orders, they will outline the experimental protocols assigned to your control group. Please remember that deviation from these protocols in any way will jeopardize the success of the program and may be considered grounds for termination by Vault-Tec Corporation, as outlined by your employment agreement. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's nuclear war going on outside, and you expect them to care about them being fired from the corporation. Your vault may or may not have been selected to receive a GEC module. Please see the attachment for details. Dr. Stanislaus Brown, Societal Preservation Program, Vault-Tec Corporation. Attachment A. Vault 101 will not receive a GEC and should operate under the guidelines laid forth for the overseer. Okay? Scientific entry. The GEC. The GEC is quite simply the most advanced piece of technology ever developed by Vault-Tec. A terraforming module capable of capability. Okay, I think that's a typo. It should be capable of creating life from complete lifelessness. After riding out the storm of nuclear Armageddon, patented vault residents can activate the Vault-Tec or the GEC and create a new earthen paradise. Craters and dust will give way to rolling grasslands and sparkling clear water. Of course, due to the time and monetary constraints, not every vault will be equipped with a GEC module. Okay, so we didn't get one. Open Overseer's Tunnel. So, we have learned that people have been outside the vault before. And Old Lady Palmer was one of them, and odds are Dad was one of them too. Okay, we're closing the tunnel behind us. We've also learned
This
about
one's mine.
the GECs and about how Vault 101 did not receive a GEC. Alright, so there's something about this scene that is causing my game to crash. This specific portion right here, where you open the door, and then Amada shows up, and you talk to her, and then the guards pop in, and you fight them, and then you leave. So, it always happens during the fight with the guards. So, we're not going to talk to her, and we're going to try and circumvent that fight, and hopefully that'll keep us from crashing. Right, Amanda? Yeah. She agrees. So we are just going to walk right outside, and not say goodbye to Amada. Which, if you think about it, kind of from a story standpoint, that actually is kind of better. I mean, it's kind of sadder in a way. They've been friends since childhood, and he's killed her father now, and her father tried to kill him, and she helped him. Well, that's, and they don't even get to say goodbye or try and mend fences or anything. Their lives go in totally separate directions. He goes out into the wastes, and she stays in the vault. That's actually, I like that quite a bit, actually. Let's see, we're dying, assholes. Help us. Let us in. Nice. That would probably be these poor guys here. Yeah, this guy and this one, and yeah. They were trying to get the attention of the camera and get them to open the vault door, but that wasn't going to happen. So yeah. Alright, we're off towards the wasteland now, without a crash, hopefully. I like that they closed the door behind you. Yeah, you're not getting in. Alrighty. So we're gonna walk right outside. No, I'm good with the name. I'm good with his gender. Special is good. Tag skills are good. Skill advancement. What is this? This is for FWE. More skills. 1 skill point per 2 intelligence. So if you start out with 10, and then if you had an intelligence of 10, that would give you 15. Now the default is 1 and 11, so you could actually get 21. That's pretty high. 15. If you do 5 and then you do 1 per 1 intelligence, that means your intelligence is actually more important than let's see, 7. I'm gonna go with 7 as the default amount that you get, and then you get 1 point per intelligence. So that means at a low intelligence, it's actually worse for you than FWE, the default FWE. But at a high intelligence, you're actually better off than the default FWE, but you're still nowhere near as good as vanilla. I like that because it means that your stats are more important, and I like that. Alright, so yeah, we're done. Let's exit Vault 101. Excuse me. We're walking outside. We're exiting into the outside world. Oh goodness, it's bright.
Oh my god, it's so bright. Your eyes are funny.
Yeah, they are.
Hey, do you hear something?
Look at this. Well, besides the background music, no. Your Pip-Boys managed to filter out a radio station broadcast signal hidden within the static of the airwaves. Okay, that's another mod. I'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so we went up a level. What skills do we want to increase? Let's increase our repair a bit. Excuse me, we can increase that up to 50. We can increase our medicine up to 51. And then our small guns we can increase up to 42. It's not bad. Yeah, I like that. That's good. And then we'll take a perk. Amnesia. You've mastered the skill. Now this is from another mod that we'll talk about as well. Body shield. You've mastered the art of using objects to shield. Okay, charge. Controlled breathing. Gone fishing. That's clever. Gone fishing. You know that if you fish around inside a bot long enough, you'll land a whopper. Gone fishing. Excuse me. You're much more likely to find fission batteries on dead robots, and also have a chance to salvage robot spare parts from them. Okay, that's from another mod. We're gonna go with the Wasteland Doctor. Wasteland Doctor perk. You can fully restore crippled arms and legs. Yeah. Wasteland Doctor. Just like good old Dad. Alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and... Well, I'm gonna go ahead and... that's another mod. There's quite a few mods that I need to mention at some point. You hear rumor that a Brotherhood outcasts are looking for any Wastelander willing to perform a rescue mission. Sounds important, so you take note and check it out. Okay. But like I said, we've got a few mods that we need to talk about. But first, we are going to... Well, I'm going to set up FWE and a few other mod settings. And I'll probably not record that. I'll skip over it because I'm sure that's pretty boring for everybody, and I'm going to set up the HUD and everything. Once I'm done with that, we will continue on our adventure. So I'll be talking to you in a few seconds, my time. And for you, it shouldn't seem like anything at all. Alrighty. So we finished up, well, I finished up all of my different mod settings. I set the spawns, the increased spawns and the ghoul percentages and all that for Mart's Mutant mod. What that means is we should be running into more creatures, and they should be interacting with each other a lot more, hunting and killing each other. Death claws will chase Yao Guais, who will in turn chase dogs, who will chase mole rats, etc., etc. And I also set the ghouls to a higher setting. There'll be quite a few more wherever they spawn. There'll be a larger number of them. And I gave them the I believe it was called the raise option on the menu, but basically what it means is that if you kill them, but you don't destroy the head or the legs, I believe it's the head or the legs, they can actually get back up and attack you again. I set that to 50%, so roughly half the ghouls that we kill, if we don't destroy their head, they'll get back up. And then if we put them down, they have another 50% chance to get back up, and so on and so forth. And then I set the FWE settings. Most of them I left as default. There were a few that I switched around. The big ones would probably be that I chose settings that rely more on your stats than on giving you base values. I picked the ones that have the lowest base value with the highest stat effect. So for instance, your action points are determined primarily by your agility, as opposed to your agility just tacking on to a large base value. The same thing with the carry with most of the settings. The other thing that I did was the FWE default. By default, your weapon skill has a small effect on how much damage your weapon does. I don't agree with that. I mean, if you like it, you like it. Sure, I'm pretty sure that's how it was in vanilla as well. But I prefer where your weapon skill only has an effect on how accurate you are with the weapon. It doesn't have an effect on how much damage the weapon does. Now, that does two things. One, it makes it feel more realistic for me, because a gun is still a gun. It's going to... my 10mm pistol is still a 10mm pistol, which I can now repair. It doesn't matter if I'm good with it or not. It's still going to fire 10mm rounds at the same velocity and do the same amount of damage to anybody it hits. The other thing that does is it actually makes the game a little more difficult, because most of the NPCs that you run into, the raiders and stuff, have low weapon skills. So their weapons actually do less damage in their hands than they do in your hands, even before you repair them, simply because you have a higher weapon skill than they do most of the time. So that negates that slight nerf that they get and makes them a little bit more dangerous, because their shots do more damage that way. The other thing that I did was I removed the weapon condition affecting your sway. That's one of the settings you can edit in FWE as well. What it has is, by default with FWE and with vanilla, actually I don't know if it's with vanilla too, but I know default with FWE, your weapon's condition actually has an effect on how much your gun sways when you aim it, as well as the spread of your weapon. Now, I don't actually agree with that, because once again, just thinking about it logically, how well repaired my pistol is does not affect whether my hand moves when I use it. What it does affect is how accurate the rounds are coming out of the gun. Sure, that affects the spread. Sure, I believe that. So what I did was I removed the sway modifier for weapon condition, and to make up for it, I actually increased the bullet spread modifier for weapon condition. So my weapons will have a larger spread when they're at a lower condition, but they won't have a larger sway when they're at a lower condition. And we just got this. Burst transmission suddenly comes over your Pip-Boy. Transmission is unintelligible except for an embedded location. This location has been added to your Pip-Boy map as an interesting place, directly north of Evergreen Mills. And this is one of the quest mods that I have added. Right now I only have one or two added in, but I want to add more and more as I complete them. So for instance, after I complete this quest mod, I'll add a new quest mod. And I'm doing that to hopefully keep us as stable as possible for as long as possible. as far as mods go, I actually have a bit of an addiction for quest mods, follower mods, and radio mods. I love them. I enjoy them quite a bit, and if I see one that I like, I almost always grab it, just because I really enjoy them. Ooh, I forgot to set up the menu here, the HUD. Give me a second. 1 second, please. Settings, the UI. There we go. Turn off the panels. Yeah, that's better. Back. Continue. Now you may notice that I'm not using immersive HUD. Sadly, I'm not. I tried downloading it, but for whatever reason, it wasn't working for me. Every time I tried to start up, I'd crash to desktop, and I'm not skilled enough to figure it out myself. So yeah. But if you play and you don't have immersive HUD, I would highly suggest it. It's a really cool idea. What it does is the little health bar and everything, it makes it disappear when you don't have your weapon out, which adds a bit of immersion, and I think it's cool. It doesn't bother me so much, though. I can ignore it, so it's not that big a deal for us, hopefully. Alrighty, so let's go. We're gonna go over to explore, I guess. Probably hit up Megaton and get rid of some of this stuff that we're carrying and see where we go for the end of our first episode. What?
Easy there, girl. Don't make us waste any bullets now.
Okay, which mod is doing this?
Well, one you want to take? We only got the one collar left.
Seriously? Shit, that went fast.
This one looks a bit younger. Could be worth more.
Nah, fuck that.
Goodness.
Peach sells better than sausage any day of the week. Maybe I'll get myself a little taste before we hand her over to you, G.
Oh wait, they're talking about taking...
Because that's what the big man wants. You're sloppy seconds.
They're talking about taking Amanda.
Shut
They're
up
gonna
and get
kidnap
the
our
car.
sister.
We're not that far from Paradise Falls. If you pick up your goddamn feet, we might just make it in time for dinner.
They're kidnapping our sister. What but no. That's not cool. That is not cool at all. Where'd she They kidnapped Amanda. Quest added, ties that bind. Okay, that's the mod. That's the mod that adds her in. We're gonna take a stim pack. Yeah, 2 stim packs. That should get us to max health. And now we're gonna check out our quests. We have following in his footsteps. Cube, which is find the secret cube project facility. Well, we're not doing that. We have... The mission was going to be to look for Dad. Because, Joe loves his dad. And he wants to make sure that he's okay. He's honestly a little pissed at him, too, right now. He's not very pleased with him. He's a little upset. But that's taken a back seat now. Somebody's kidnapped Amanda. We have to find her. They took her to Paradise Falls. They took her to Paradise Falls, which is over here. So that's where we're going. We gotta go save our sister. Yeah. I think that's gonna be our first mission for sure. So yeah. This is actually a really interesting place to end the episode on, and I think this is where we're going to end the episode, yeah. So next episode, we are going to go try and save our sister.